Hi, once again, it's Marcus Thompson for Boss Life. Uh, I would like to thank everybody who has been leaving comments on my previous videos. A lot of appreciation, and some of y'all have actually subscribed. Thank you very much. And there are some of y'all who's, well, let's just say, not too happy with me and how I present things. That's all right. The fact that I'm getting some kind of response, that's fantastic for me, because that means that somebody's paying attention, and we can work with that. Not everybody's going to agree with everything I have to say, and that's all right. So here I am on Saturday, getting ready to talk to you guys again about identity. Yes, people, identity. And what I mean by identity is that some of us don't know who we are. We don't know if we coming. We don't know if we going. We don't know if we're black, white, Chinese, Jewish, whatever. And that's a problem, because when you don't know who you are and you just want to say you this, that, and everything, it brings in a lot of chaos into your life, because there's a lot of things out in this world that does not complement each other very well. As a matter of fact, it's kind of dangerous. It's not like you could go out there at 1 minute, be a convenient Jew, and say, hey, I'm Jewish. That ain't gonna cut it, because it's not right. And then on top of that, you turn around and say, hey, I'm a convenient Christian, or I'm a convenient Islam person, Muslim. I'm sorry. That don't cut the mustard, because every belief is different, and at times it contradicts itself quite vividly. So we need to really learn to figure out who and what we are within ourselves. Prime example, I use a lot of sports. Before I go on, let me let you guys know I use a lot of sports analogies, because it paints a better picture. We all get sports. We all understand the basic fundamentals of what sports brings, and because sports is so intertwined in our lives, that I just think it's a great platform to connect with a lot of you on. So one of my examples would be someone like the Dallas Cowboys. Every year they go 8-8, 8-8, 8-8. Every once in a while they might have a true winning season, like a 13-3 season or something like that. And that's like every 3 or 4 years they might do it, but it's never a back-to-back winning year. And the reason for that is because they don't have a true identity. You watch the Dallas Cowboys and they trying to do one thing or another. It's not like that they're a super fast, I'm gonna throw all over the place type of team. They don't have the talent for that. They want to become a super heavy run team. They got the talent for that, but sometimes it falls off, and then they go scrambling looking to figure out who the hell they really are. 1 minute they're up, 1 minute they're down. Very emotional. And the funny thing about it, y'all done heard me trash the Cleveland Browns this past week, saying how disruptive they are as far as running an organization, how chaotic that they are. Well, one thing I can give them credit on, and I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but they do know who they are. They know that they're in it just for the money. So much so, they brought in baseball executives to run the day-to-day operations, because they're, I guess you could say, experimenting, trying to figure out some new ways of doing new things. And ain't nothing wrong with it. If that's their type of party, then, dance on. The New England Patriots, they know exactly who they are. That's why they win year in and year out. Pittsburgh Steelers, they know who they are year in and year out. So with that being said, when you establish an identity, you know how to prioritize your life then. If you're a type of person, all you want to do is go vacationing, like me and my wife, we went on 2 vacations with our 3-year-old this past summer. But we don't have the biggest and most flashiest cars. We're still living out of a rental. We don't own a home yet. And that's because we chose to live that lifestyle to go build memories instead of go collect things as if they're Pokemon cards just to impress others, to show status. That's not how we get down. And that's what make us happy. My older brother one time, let me tell you a story about my older brother. He calls me up one night saying he wants this, he wants that out of life. He wants to go become a homeowner. I'm like, that's fine, that's achievable. Then he said he wants a brand new car, he wants a nice ride. That's fine, that's achievable. And he goes on and said he wants to do some more traveling like we do. That's fine, that's achievable. But I said, listen here, man, choose one, make it top priority, and be about that. If you want a home, forget the fact that your car is not the best car that you think you should be driving. Forget the fact that you haven't went out of town in so many years, because that's not priority. You know, go up the highway, go gamble a little bit at the gambling shack for a few hours and come back and get your kicks from that. If you want to own a home. But now, if you want the nice shiny ride, you might be looking like one of them people who rides costs more than what he's renting. But if that's the life you want to live and that's what you identify with, then so be it. That's who you are. Be happy with it. And I think in a lot of cases, a lot of people don't understand that. So they go off and their mind is in every single direction except the most important one. And the most important one is the one thing that makes them happy, is the one thing that they identify with. And so that's where me and my wife is getting to. We figured that as I'm getting closer to 40, I can't keep turning wrenches and hurting my body just to make a living. It just don't work out that way. So we got to do something about it. So that became number one priority. Hence why I'm starting this new movement. As one commentator said, which I really appreciated her for really putting it in a box for me, because I couldn't never really think of the word that I want to call this, but the boss life is a new movement that I'm moving towards. I'm reading more, getting my mind right, getting as you can see, I still got my holiday body on me. My shoulders are hiding my neck. I have never been this heavy before, because I'm used to being in a gym working out, trying to look good for the wife. I had a raggedy beard, looking like I just don't give a damn. But it's time for me to start turning new things over in my life, become something else, grow into something else. And one of those things is that I want to become my own man. I done said it before, in another 2 years, I want the ability to fire my boss. And this is just step one. And as I record every day, y'all gonna get a daily experience of my life as I grow to become something more than what I am today. I want to show you that growth. I want to bring you on this journey with me. And that way, as y'all see me grow and start accumulating those things that I've been looking for and been asking for and been working toward, y'all can feed off of that. And y'all can go and be inspired by that. Maybe you're stuck in a rut and you might find one of my videos and watch me progress through the days, months, and years. And you watch me progress. And I'm sorry, something caught my eye. I'm in the middle of a parking lot. Y'all gonna see me progress, and hopefully that inspire you to take the next step in your life to become something more than what you are today, a better you. And like I said, you could be driving a Honda. That don't matter. That absolutely don't matter, because you could probably have $1 million in assets. So when things get hard, when times get tough, you have something to fall back on. That to me is boss life. That's the freedom I'm talking about. You know, you could probably be living in a shackly looking home. You know, your cars are okay, ain't the best. But nonetheless, you probably got 12 different streams of income coming in. And more than 2/3 of them are passive income. You know what I'm saying? That's boss life. Because what you allow yourself is that type of freedom to do whatever the heck you want. And because you only accumulated these things in minimal ways, there might be other things in your life that you're maxing out. And I hope that makes sense, because you might be minimum, but yet you done saved up enough money to send 3 or 4 of your kids to college in the future. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's boss life. You called that shot and you saw it through and you completed it. That's what it's all about. And I'm hoping, as I gain more followers, that we, as a community, we can use boss life as a community to lift one another up and help each other get from point A to point B. Inspire one another, communicate with one another. You know, if somebody's having a hard time at one point in their life, maybe there's somebody else who's trying to live that boss life, might have some kind of insight on getting out of that trouble, and you pass it along. That's cool, man. Ain't nothing like it. That's boss life. Thank you once again for joining me. If you have any ideas of what can make this channel better, please leave a message below. Give me a thumbs up. Share this with as many people as you can, because the bigger this grow, the bigger I grow, and the bigger we can grow as a community. Subscribe, because I plan on recording every day for at least the next 90 days straight. Right now, I record everything from a phone, and it's gonna be the small things you're gonna see me start upgrading, like my computers, the way I record this. The recording is gonna get better camera setups, interviews with important people. We're just gonna grow this. You know, it's gonna become something new, a new movement. I like that word. Boss life is gonna become a new movement we all can relate to and do, no matter what point of life you're in. So subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave comments on your thoughts, and I thank you again. Happy holidays.